and all. Here we go. Okay. Here we are on the opening bell. We have use ARCA for the order book. Use ARCA in the middle of the level 2 for your order book. In your application, sell into the strength. There's that Baidu. All right, here's that top. It's coming in right here, right now. 3-minute opening bell. And how do I get the best dollar entry as to going long off of the bottom and selling into resistance channels? Selling that Apple into resistance in the opening bell is how you take that low and you sell. Now, Apple has a reversal, and it did not take out the closing high. That's when the short needed to take place. Right then as it did, here now, live, and it's going to come down from that reversal high. It did not take out the previous day's close. MMTs were instructed to come up, hit resistance, sell into it, buy back at support, and Netflix came right to 112.83, and it did hold. Okay, and that's its first move. So there are lower prices that were given that it could, but it confirmed it right there, and then you would sell right into the resistance as you're doing right now, selling into the resistance, 115, 112.83. How to get that low, sell into that high, and buy at support now. And support levels within the overall price action are going to come into play. You've got the Apple at 511.50. That's where you need to start getting long. That Netflix short at 115, hitting that lower target on an intraday low. How many intraday lows, MMTs? We got 95 opening lows, as we do. Isn't that nice? That short that we did yesterday needs to be a special feature, because we do want our newest MMTs to understand when that price level that we talked about, getting in this between 110.50 and 112.70, that this is the first area of support, but it continues to make the lower lows, and that's why that short. Now, when it's done making lower lows, it will bounce off of the bottom. So far, you got right in that price channel. Okay, as far as Netflix, all the shorts came out of Netflix. Yes, they did. Now there's little shorts. That's why they go down to the price levels they go down to. So you know why. Look at it bounce now. Oh, that's nice. It's bouncing again, but it's rolling over and making those lower lows. 115 lows. 115 lows. That Netflix, it's going to try to hold that 115 lows at support level. Look down there at that level of support. What do we have over here? We've got an Apple 510 put that put a high in at 675. Yes, that short is working all day long. Look at that 510 put coming off of that 490 low to 675. Right there. There we go. We have an exit on Netflix, I'm hearing. Here we go. Baidu at 130.75 on a hook. That's, hey, you know what? It's got strength. Buy the pullback. Buy the pullback. MMT. Buy the pullback. Delta resistance up there at 132.71. That's that opening bell on 617,000 shares traded between the public MMTs, and how nice it is to get right in there and understand why that short was going to work, and why it came up toward the high, and why it reversed, and why were you told that that was the way that that opening bell would be. And it was. And I'm going to feature that opening bell on Priceline. I'm making a low of 581.25. The 585 high. What did they do? Where did it close? 584.75. Exactly what I said. Then it drops down in that bid. That's exactly what's happening here at 581.32 by 582.38 negative 2.76, 2.27. And it will find a bottom in that lower delta. That was that 573, 517 down. That's on that price line. It's burning at 582.48 with 581.79 printed below the market. That bottom, watch that bid, watch the ask, watch the volume, 18,000 shares. So you got to be knowing how to have that limit order out there so that when they hit you and they bounce like that, then you're selling at a higher price back to the public. And this is the part that we want to emphasize in the execution model on an opening bell on a 15-minute, a 30-minute, a 45 and 60-minute opening bell. This way you will know who is in charge, the buyer or is the seller. And where does that buyer end up getting momentum off of the support level? Right now we got a low right here, 509.07. There it is. 510.96 by 511.02 on Apple Computer. There it is, 9-minute opening bell. 514, they took it to that delta. They took it to the 509.07 teeny down ranges. You will look for those support levels. You will look for these support levels to hold. Then you can get into positions again. You can add to positions and then sell back to the public at a higher price level. Opening bell in the first 15 minutes. Dow Jones, there it is, down 11.12 points. There's your NASDAQ 100. Here's your NASDAQ comp, and here's your S&P 500. Look, you're in a good bull trend, and bull trends are going to have support levels and trading ranges. And the reason why we're covering this in depth is because we are 9 minutes into that opening bell. And why does the price exhaustion up at the highs? Apple was a great short. 620 put's a pair. 615 put is paying. 615 put got a low. Now it's 580 by 610. It's coming off the high of 7 to 550 closing bell. 582. That's on that Google trade. That's on that 224. 615 put price action. Opening bell. Watch that Apple Computer sliding back down toward that. Now, let's take a look at Apple. Yesterday, see, you got 143 lows. You could end up with 400 lows out of the thing. Yesterday, if you take a look at the intraday lows and the highs, and you're taking a look at Apple Computer with 10 minutes on the opening bell, it's pretty much trying to put a bottom in with 143 lows. However, as I said in pre-market and how we've been trading it, is that you start to find the bottom right about here and now. Here's that Apple Computer, and here's that left elbow MMT right to where yesterday's breakout was. And we've had a 3-minute, 6-minute, 9-minute, and you would sell into strength on Apple Computer. It did not, in the first pass, it bounced, and you can see the teeny range. 1 teeny, 2 teeny, 3 teenies in price at 67 cents a teeny line. You can see down here, you come 1 teeny, 2 teeny, 3 teeny, 4 teeny, and you've hit the 5th teeny right to the penny. And the half bar right here on that move is going to be calibrated at a price level, and we're taking that out. And that is the directional left L. See, they pop it down, but look at the teeny reversals. But look at the total reversal teenies down and the reversal teenies right back up. So when you buy these dips, as you are right now, you sell into those resistance levels at that diamond high. And that's what you do. And you start getting out right now and limiting your orders out right into that resistance level. And that diamond high is higher than the previous diamond. And you can see exactly how that teeny reversal came into the play. And now you're going to look just like here. That's yesterday's close up there. And here is the wick. That's your reversal down. Now this high, this teeny high is reversing, and you've got a diamond sitting right in here. So that's a 3, 6, 9. Price entry, exit to the action price line, MMT price line right there. That's your MMT line. That's your exit line. And you're exiting in the move. Great job on Apple Computer. The short is in play right now on this opening bell. We've been open now 16 minutes. There was a great trade on how to learn how to trade these directional trends called the SMF market maker left elbow. That's that close. But look at the high. It started selling right down there, and it had that 1, that 2, that 3, that 4, that 5, the 6, almost the 17s right in here. But it doesn't matter. If it's reversing at 5 teenies, that's why you went long. And that's why you learn how to sell into the resistance and take your profits. Remember that people have a very hard time knowing when to exit a trade. And it's very important that we have this very moment of execution, that selling short at that reversal line from a 3-minute, a 6-minute, and a 9-minute. This is a trend reversal to this lower gap down, and it's still classified as gap open down to reversal resistance at 10 and 20-minute period on the opening bell between the buyer and the seller. Now, when we look for another reversal to happen, we will break below these minute period moving averages, which are lagging indicators, but they would. So it's found its level of support, but you can see right here how weak that level of support. But look at the diamond. That diamond's higher, so that's bullish between the buyer and who? The seller. So the buyer has control, and the buyer's walking it up to the next teeny line. So the buyer finally got control from its original 9 minutes that the buyers took control. And we are coming right back up here to the major diamond area of where yesterday's late day breakout occurred. And that's going to be right here only. So here we are, MMT. We're at this teeny line right now. And here are your diamonds. Now, when we look at entering our short there, of course, at that teeny line, that's going to be your current resistance. But the diamonds up here, if you go up and hit those diamonds, you have to have immediate red bars like this when they do that to confirm it. So you want to be able to confirm. To confirm, you go up, but then the reversal bar has to be just like that. Opening bell, Apple computer, price action directional movement, 6:49 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 2/22/2012, stockmarketfunding.com, MMT, live on the opening bell. 20-minute opening bell, price exhaustion reversal. This was that trend. Once again, we're going to conclude that dollar price action, how to take those turns, when support levels are made, when to exit. As we said, exiting into resistance is the right thing to do to make sure that you've taken your profits within the reversal trend of this left elbow gap down. That's what this was. Now we're going to see how we consolidate throughout the day, or do we break the lows? We'll find out. 20-minute opening bell. I'm going to conclude that one on Apple. And taking the directional movement, knowing where the weaknesses are, you can see right here in your application, 67 cents a teeny line. I mean, when you're trading 300 shares and you go 1 teeny, 2 teeny, 3 teeny, 4 teenies, right up here, 5 teenies at 67 cents. That's what your directional movements are. The resistance levels, which is a short right now, that's a short right now, because that's teeny here is having problems. They can't even go up there and test it. And that's how you start understanding where the turn of that short and why you got to take it when it gets up here. You see that high? That's where the reversal was. You see this high? Now you're getting that same red bar that you got over here that I said had to be confirmation, and you're getting it here. And this is why you take them, and this is how they're verified. This is here. This is now. This is live. This is about entry. This is about how to sell short. This is about how to go long. This is about the price action, the teeny reversals. See, 1 teeny, 2 teeny, you're going to come right down here to 3, and it's going to put it right here. This is here, MMT, and now let's take a look at your below 55. You're at minus 32, and this was a half a delta. That was your low. Half a delta, if you buy the half a delta and you were selling it when it went back up in the negative delta, which is over here, it showed you very clearly where it was, and it was right over here, 1/2 delta, 509.45, 49, yeah. So that's true. And the low, 509.07. How close do you want to be? Sorry. And then that's where your reversal was, okay? But you got reversal here now. And how do you confirm? It's simple. Look at here. It reversed here on the open. It came back up. This, when the price went down in value here, this high in price, the seller was in control. Yes, the seller was in control. And now the buyer is going to see what he can do down here. So you had a 1, 2, 3 and a half teeny reversal. So at 67 cents a teeny line, market maker line, that's what the market makers do, you just got 3 times 67 cents on just that time frame movement. The wonderful thing about it is that it's true. And you are going to go, if you go below 45, the move will continue to go down. The 0.3 continues to ascend in value. Ascend in value. The higher it goes, the weaker the move is. And you're always looking for the teeny reversal and then where it comes back in the support channel. This is that opening bell. This is where you could weight that buyer and that seller without doubt and certainty exactly by understanding that you're below 55 here, and if you go below 30 and start to go back toward 20, 15, and 10, then you will go up in price. That's a resistance level. And how to get a short entry is the lesson well learned.